Spitfire is already calling me out for making a bullshit New Year's resolution, which I clearly can't follow through on because it's just way too high. It's an aspirational resolution, let's be real. For those of you who didn't catch my Twitter activity, I was pointing out, I was saying to everybody, guys, I've got high resolutions. I know it's going to be hard, but I think I can do it. I'm aiming to eat 7% more salad this year. Guess how much salad I've eaten so far this year, guys? Today is actually the second here in Australia. It's the second. Guess how much salad I've eaten? Fucking 0. That's right. I've eaten a bunch of junk food, and that's about it. That's how the resolutions roll. That's how it goes. 7% of 0 is still 0. You know it, Lorax. You know it. Alright, guys, it's time for game 2 of the New Year's resolutions ICYFAR, and it seems like it's been sent in from this player down here. It says, good luck, have fun. My New Year resolution is nothing but glorious Vikings from the north. Alright, in the bottom left, in the blue, it is Hurt One. Gonna try and go full Ragnar Lothbrok on this one. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I feel like Viking strategy is pretty good in the ancient days. Not that good when you're playing against the fucking lasers of Cloud9's Rastafari. It says C9. No, it's Circle of 9. Okay. I was like, someone is pretending they're on Cloud9. Cool. No, it's Circle of 9. Okay, Circle of 9 Rastafari is going to have lasers up against the goddamn Vikings of Hurt 1. For those of you who don't know what the challenge is New Year's resolutions, where players sent in their replays over the last week where they played mono battles. But the trick is they're allowed to abandon the mono battles from 7 minutes into the game. So we're going to keep an eye on that game timer, see if Hurt 1 does indeed only build Vikings up to that point, and see how it goes. Of course, if you want to get your replays in for next week, we've got a fun one. It is the Encirclement ICYFAR challenge. So send in your best games where you try to encircle your opponent with large flanking attacks, surrounds, or entrenched siege tactics. Send your submissions through to eonblue95@gmail.com as an attachment, and only ICYFAR as the title of the email. Please name your replay with a matchup and a short description. Guys, Rastafari is going 2-gate and already has a Zealot, and Hurt One's like, god damn, how am I even going to defend my wall? Oh no, this is going to be tough. Let's go on Hurt One's camera for a few seconds here. I'm really curious to see Hurt One's thought process trying to get to Vikings without fucking dying to a 1-base Protoss. This is going to be glorious. It's going to be phantasmagoric, and I cannot wait. Alright. Noise. Alright. So we've got the factory up there. It's going to be a reactor on the way. Going to need to build a starport and swap that out. That's an engineering bay. Hurt One's going to build a planetary fortress on 1 base, aren't you? Oh my lord, this is going to be glorious, guys. Okay, let's go to everyone's camera. There's also a proxy supply depot. This is good because if your opponent scouts it, they're going to shit their pants. They're going to go, what's that there for? And you're like, it's there because it's a depot. And they're like, oh no, I could never have realized what you were doing if you hid your 3rd depot on the map. That's just too advanced. There's still fucking nothing at home. The wall-off is only just finishing, and 2 Stalkers are already here. A Nexus is behind this, a fast Twilight Council, and a Robo on the way. And these Stalkers are going to cause big problems unless they decide to just fucking headbutt the wall. Get up there! Get up there! The Stalkers do end up getting ordered to the high ground. And Hurt One's New Year's resolutions are already looking a lot harder than he expected. I mean, this is pretty hard. What the fuck do you do here as Hurt One is waiting for Vikings. Talk about giving yourself a hard goddamn mono battle challenge. Vikings, and there's Stalkers in your base. Okay, yeah, I mean, the planetary's finished, so Rastafari walks in and is like, what the fuck is this? The Stalkers, with some pro micro, do eat like 4 volleys there from the planetary fortress, but they're killing some SCVs now. Hurt One's like, shit, pull out of there. But the Vikings have arrived. The planetary lands another hit there. The Vikings come forward. They're going to punish that. Oh my god, the Zealot goes down as well as both Stalkers. The Vikings stand tall. And we've even got high-sec auto-tracking to give +1 range to the planetary fortress, because that's what's important when you're 1 base versus 2 base. It's very important to make sure that planetary can shoot a little bit further. Sure, okay. All right, I'm down with it. I like the commitment to the New Year's resolutions. Hurt One right now is on that ab curler and is just going hard. It's like bam, bam, pump, 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 doing those sit-ups, just fucking running on that treadmill for 45 minutes. You know, like when you haven't worked out for ages, but you're like, I'm gonna get really ripped because I've been looking at photos of Instagram people or fucking some buff dude in a movie whose job it is to just work out all day. I'm gonna get like that. And you have no concept of actually keeping it up over the long term. You're like, nah, this can work. I'll just go really fucking hard. I'll beat my opponent with Vikings. Like, this is, like, I'm pretty good. I've seen Beastie Cutie on his stream do this. I've seen fucking Top. I've seen Parting troll people with this. Like, I can pull it off. Sure, it doesn't look that hard. Let's fucking go. Ooh, those Vikings just fucking dropping that base. They're like, yeah, let's kill a pylon. High value target. The sentry comes in. Ooh, okay, they get a sentry. One probe, another probe, and 3 stalkers come in and they're like, yeah, get out of our base, man. Get out of our base. The 2 Vikings just get fucking smashed into the ground. And that there is the pain of your first day of recovery after you've pushed way too hard at the gym. Hurt 1 is like, everything's sore. Stands up, says, ow, that's sore. Sits down, says, ow, that's sore. Lies down, says, ow, that's sore. My arms are stiff. Me back feels all knotted up. I feel really uncomfortable. I may have pushed too hard at the gym day 1. But if there's one thing I've learned from inspirational videos on YouTube, it's that you just got to keep on pumping. And you know what? I'm going to go even harder. We're going to go for 3 Vikings on the second rep. The day after, while stiff as shit. We're going to keep it going. We're not going to give up on our resolutions too early. We are going to get ripped as fuck, full Viking style, and we are going to raid the fuck out of these rich-ass Protoss, all right? This is going to be beautiful. Over here is England. Here's some small English people. They're super white. These are their soldiers. They're a bit small. They spend too much time eating wheat. They don't eat enough fucking fish and meat and shit. Meanwhile, these fucking ripped as fuck Vikings are gonna come in. They feel like pillaging, burning, looting, and stealing a lot of shit. They're gonna come in, oh, okay. They're like, first of all, let's steal some fancy crystals. That looks like a fancy crystal. Let's take that one. All right, we're gonna fucking go. Yeah, depowered your 2 gateways. Get fucked. The Stalkers and Immortals like, I think we can defend it if we A move over here. The Vikings are like, are you guys kidding me? Rastafari is like, okay, I guess I'll go up that way. Now, instead of going for that entire probe line, which could be dead by now, I like Hurt One's choice here to kill the Cybercore. You can see Rastafari is going for the mind games, is saying, I want to give him time in here because the longer he stays in, the more chance he gets afraid and leaves of his own accord. It didn't work. Did end up having to chase him in, and the Vikings pull back. This time around, 3 Vikings survive, and the corner base is up. Hurt 1 here takes the Florencio natural. Behind this, the Terran building armor upgrade is about to finish. Hurt 1 is trying to go for siege tanks. I'm just honestly impressed by this. This is one of these games where if you lose as Rastafari, you look at the APM tab at the end of the game and you say, I feel like he was the better player than me. He was just too fast, too skillful. And I feel like StarCraft's a fair game. And honestly, I mean, it'll be, it's fine. It's a fine game. He played better. He used a lot of speed, accuracy. He clicked better than I did for sure. Now, here we see Rastafari with the great choice of A-moving the entire army across the map. And I do feel like attacking into a planetary fortress with a range upgrade and building armor is probably a good idea. It's only got a casual 5 armor. These Vikings fly over the Stalkers. The Stalkers say, truce, truce. You don't attack us. We won't attack you. The Vikings like, it's fine. We're just, honestly, we just want to impregnate your mineral line. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The pillage is on. The burning is on. And these probes are like, oh, shit, there's Vikings in the fucking natural. Let's run to the main. Only Viking. God damn. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, God. Okay. I don't think this is working too well for Rastafari. Rastafari's like, it's fine. I'll take out your base. Meanwhile, 37 Drilly Boys go for the biggest group hug of all time on this planetary fortress. Anytime it takes damage, it is instantly repaired to full hit points. Look at these fucking SCVs. Holy shit, they're having a little bit of a dance. They're giving each other a gigantic 23-man Dutch rudder. For those of you who don't know, that's where you all take your pants off, sit in a circle, and hold each other's elbows and move them back and forwards, if you get what I'm saying at. Yeah. I mean, there's more pleasurable things, but some people still aren't comfortable with direct hand on crotch contact. So they're like, oh, this makes it, it's fine. It's the Dutch ride. Oh, I'll help you out. You help me out. That sort of thing. The Drilly Boys didn't end up getting it on. At the same time, these Vikings, most of them have gone to Valhalla. But Rastafari has been royally dicked. 6 probe economy on 3 base. Thinks the opponent is on 1 base. So is like, you know what? Maybe I can get back in this if I probe up real hard. I think the answer, though, is to A-move my whole army across the map again. That'd be really good. Has no idea about the extra star put. Now, for those of you who haven't realized, it's past 7 minutes, and something fucking terribly, horribly wrong has gone on in this game. I haven't seen a single fighting unit that isn't a Viking, and I'm a little bit fucking offended. What the fuck is this? It's 10 minutes. It's a week into the new year, and Hurt One is still at the gym. The muscles are getting less sore every day. And he's still lifting. Hurt One's getting ripped. Hurt One's getting that commitment. Okay, a siege tank's on the way. Thank God, finally breaks the fucking challenge. I thought Hurt One was about to be one of these sick fuckers who actually goes to the gym for the entire year after resolving to do it on New Year's Eve. Thankfully, doesn't. Does decide to build a siege tank, break the challenge. Rastafari, though, being the good friend that they are, says, no, mate, you said you were going to stick to going to the gym every day. You were going to lift those Vikings hard and strong. Kills the tank before it pops out. Hurt One's like, no. I guess I'm just still building Vikings then. Nice little recall goes down into the 3rd base. And there's a Viking in the main. That's the Viking that was up here in the corner. Came back in, got another 8 kills. That's a 16 kill Viking. That is a fucking, Jesus Christ, strong goddamn Viking. These 2 Vikings are finally going to get ranked. But this one here, this is beyond Ironside. This is the Viking that fucking cannot be killed. Unless he decides to just sit there for way too... No! Run, Bjorn! Don't do it! God damn it. Idiot. He had 16 kills, man. That guy killed 16 goddamn probes. Ends up just sitting there and dying. Apparently he was drunk on the blood of his enemies. And there we go. Hurt One finally full on abandoning the New Year's resolution. Is like, fuck it, let's just build Banshees and maybe some fucking speed Banshees and getting a fusion core. Let's give up on the Viking challenge. I've been to the gym enough. I've been sore enough. Let's just give it up. Let's be just like everyone else. Let's cave a few days into it. Rastafari here with some incredible scouting has still just managed to basically alternate moving across the map into the planetary fortress, recalling home, and then rinsing and repeating over and over and over with 0 scouting at the edges of the map. And I mean, that's really impressive. Is you've been counterattacked in your mineral lines multiple times by Vikings and you still leave no defense there. That's a sort of bravery which most of us can only dream of. That's the sort of bravery that, like, this is like some, this is like, does anyone remember like Elfie? I don't know, I feel like this is the sort of shit like Elfie would do. Like, this is like, like even Haas wouldn't have this bravery, Look at that focus fire, takes down the SCVs, does manage to, blast them down. Oh my God, is that planetary actually gonna die? Holy shit. Sacrifices an entire Protoss line. I mean, that's worth it, right? And from Rastafari's point of view, you've taken out your opponent's only base. It's worth sacrificing your entire army. Oh, where'd this come from? Oh, another fly. Oh, it's an invisible flying unit. Oh no. The Stalkers are like, no idea where it went. We're just gonna chill. Let's not run to where our probes are and defend them. That seems like a dumb idea. Yeah, let's run down to the front of the base. I think that's where he's gonna probably be. Meanwhile, this Banshee pilot, she's cackling madly as she just murders the entire Protoss families. And I mean, I feel like Rastafari is deep in Dicktown at this point. This is where you thought you were going to some sort of place that wasn't Dicktown. Suddenly there's dicks everywhere. You guys ever been to one of those places with the wacky waving inflatable arm men? Rastafari's in wacky waving inflatable Dicktown right now. It's just like, you guys, I had a dream the other week that I was in Dicktown, and it was basically, you're like in one of those used car sales parks, but instead of wacky waving inflatable arm, and there's just fucking giant dicks waving in the wind, and there's some guy trying to sell you dildos. He's got the greased back hair, full used car salesman style. He's like, come buy some dicks, man. They're really good. This dick here only has, it's only got a few thousand uses of mileage on it. And I'm like, are you selling used dildos? And he's like, yeah, man. I mean, they're good. Like, we clean them. We clean them with like real strong alcohol and stuff. And you're like, dude, I don't care how many wacky waving inflatable dicks you have advertising your sales or how well you smooth talk you use dildos. It's not a solid business plan. No one's going to buy your shit. The problem then with the rest of the dream is that I couldn't leave Dicktown, and this guy just kept trying to sell me his dildos. It was weird. It really sucked. And I feel like Rastafari is in that exact same used dildo fucking sales store right now. There's an oily Hurt One salesman who's like, no, come, buy a used dildo. It's a great purchase. It's way cheaper than buying one that hasn't been used. Why buy a new one? Help the environment. Rastafari is like, oh my god, this is fucking terrible, dude. I'm actually considering it. I never thought I would, but there's a battle cruiser killing my probes. I don't know. This is fucked up, man. Hurt One is having a bit of a ball. Has decided to take the next logical expansions, which is of course a misplaced 4th and an on-location 3rd as the 4th and 3rd bases, but in reverse. I like it. This battle cruiser's flying around. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill some shit. This Banshee's flying around. At this point, the Zealots have finally scouted this expansions, and I think Rastafari, it might be sinking in just how screwed he is at this point. I'm not sure. I think it's got to be sinking. This has got to be like one last desperate attack. And there's one immortal that's been around since the start of the game. The only immortal that remembers the famous battle where they killed what they thought was their opponent's main base is going to charge in. A bunch of zealots, stalkers, a single immortal. Rastafari's like, I think I can win this fight. I feel like it should be close. The Drilly Boys put their gigantic Dutch Rider repair strategy on. And Rastafari's like, there's a Banshee there, there's a BC also there, wacky waving inflatable battlecruiser dicks everywhere. This is not a good time for the Protoss player. That last immortal falls in a gigantic explosion. The battlecruiser's just doing victory laps right now. Oh my god. These probes have experienced some shit. They're like, I thought we were in the middle of the Protoss Citadel, but this is like the goddamn slum. There's drive-by shootings everywhere. People are getting shot. And Rastafari takes it like a champ. Just laughs, throws out a tongue face, and taps out of that game. And that's beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. You know? When someone can appreciate the absolute travesty of the game they just experienced, that's something special. Hats off to Rastafari, wherever you are on the internet. If anyone knows Rastafari, if you're friends with them, please link them up this game, because Rastafari is a fucking legend. A fucking legend. GG, well played, and that was the most ridiculous game we've had in a while. Thank you very much, Hurt One, for taking your opponents to wacky, waving, inflatable Dicktown.